I am Slick Nick, your personal hairline hero, your red pill Chad dad, and something you want to know as a viewer, a younger man than I am, who's new to the wisdom of the world and need an older man, a father figure of sorts, to share this wisdom upon you. You want to know, hey Nick, what did your coworkers think of your new hairstyle? Because I didn't really mention that yet. I mentioned what people at the gym have said, and how somebody at a steakhouse recently honestly thought I was James Murray from Practical Jokers. But coworkers, so just imagine this, and some of you are teenagers, so you don't work it, you don't know what it's like, but when you work modern day, like for me, I work from my kitchen table, and while I don't actually see people face to face anymore, well, they still see my face because we're on a thing called Teams. So you have a profile pic like you would on Facebook, but it's just a round circle around your face that you can choose the picture, and people see that. So when you send them an instant message or you send them an email in Outlook, they see that photo. So that way they know what you look like. Then also for us on our team, every Friday we do a video call. So that way we can, if we choose to turn on the camera, which that's kind of the whole concept, it's a longer, a little bit more of a casual meeting. And in that, we see each other. It makes it a little bit more human. Well, imagine this. Last week was the first video call where I had no hair. And I also coincidentally changed my photo too. So it was kind of like the big reveal. But I didn't mention it. It's not like I said, hey everybody, I buzzed off all my hair, so wait till you get a load of me. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. I did what I felt like doing and let them comment. Because unlike Andy Bernard in The Office or Michael Scott, I'm not looking for people's confirmation. I recently mentioned in a video based on the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, that if you really boil it down, people are constantly looking for confirmation of some sorts, but ultimately they're either wanting your pity or your praise. Well, I want to think I'm beyond that. I know I'm still human. Maybe I'm still looking for praise, hopefully not pity. I don't see myself as a victim. I see myself as a victorious. That's a conscious decision I make as a red pill kind of guy. But ultimately, I don't need confirmation from people. I don't need coworkers saying, you look great, Nick, or what'd you do? That's crazy. I don't need that, but naturally it's going to happen. So what was the response when I turned on the video that Friday, last Friday, a couple days ago? So first immediate thing, someone said, Nick, I just want to say, I love your new hairstyle. You look younger. You definitely look younger. And a few other people chimed in and said the same thing. And then I made a comment to the effect of, you know what, it's fall season. I love the breeze flowing through my scalp, not my hair. And then there's two other guys on my team that shaved their heads too. And I just kind of jokingly said, yep, now there's three of us, that was my way of trying to include everybody. Like it is the same hairstyle. So there it was. And then it was gone. And no one else has mentioned it. So I think it's interesting that in theory, and granted, let's keep in mind, I had the crew cut. So it was already military cut, it was already short. It was a 0 on the sides and a 5 on top. It was already short, but it still was a hairstyle, right? So now I went to this, people noticed it, but no one's freaking out about it. No one's really making a big deal about it. I had done that before since I've worked there. I've been there like 3.5 years. I did it like 2 years ago. But in 2 years' time, a lot changes. A lot of people aren't there anymore, etc. They forget. So it's interesting that you can actually, if you have short hair, just go ahead and buzz it off. And people will notice, but not really care, and it doesn't really change anything. You probably would get a comment like, wow, you can pull that off. I can never do that. So it's just interesting to see what a non-deal this is to do this. And I'm glad I did this. And again, just on a personal level, my wife likes me better in hats anyway. And I'm more likely to wear hats when there's no hair to mess up. Just in closing, let's talk about this. It doesn't necessarily need to be its own video because I feel this kind of goes with the territory. But when you buzz off your hair, it's low maintenance. I mean, with this, if I continue to do the no guard, I could do it once a week and that's it. And shave twice a week with the stubble, keeping it on the 3-day guard, and that's it. So that's pretty awesome. But not having to wash hair, not having to dry hair, not having to fix hair, not having to have hair that gets messed up when you wear a hat, not having to have hair that gets messed up when you work out or go for a walk or run. It doesn't matter. And I love that. I love low maintenance, because to me, low maintenance and red pill are synonymous. So there you go. That's what my coworkers, that was their response. It was very non-dramatic. And it's really that simple. So granted, it might have been different had I had longer hair, but I already had short hair. And probably part of me already had chose to do it that way so that it wasn't this big shock. And ultimately, if anything, people are surprised, but not too surprised. Most people actually have said absolutely nothing about it. Isn't that interesting? Your comments belong right here.